Platform engineering is intended to accelerate delivery teams, to empower them to do more for themselves, to get them away from the old world of filing a ticket to the ops team, then waiting hours, days, or weeks for a repository to be started, an environment to be provisioned, or a live deployment to happen. So why do so many platform engineering efforts in so many organizations end up with delivery teams in a new world of filing a ticket to the platform team, then waiting hours, days, or weeks for a repository to be created, an environment to be provisioned, or a deployment to be performed? Why does platform engineering still produce ticketing hell like the old days? Do engineers just have to learn to love Jira, ServiceNow, Trello, and the like? Or is there a way out of this infernal hellhole and make good on the promises of platform engineering? Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, you should do so now so you can stay up to date on all the cool stuff that's happening here. I'm Steve Smith, I'm Cornish, and I'm the Global SVP of Technology at Scale at Equal Experts. I'll be your host for today. I'm afraid Dave Farley isn't available. He's lost a bet to me, again, so he's had to sail across the Atlantic Ocean to New York City to get me some of that pan-fried chicken that I like. He knows where to go. Ticketing hell is when your platform team is like an ops service desk. And I don't mean they're some kind of Bond villains. There's no such thing in our industry. Your ops team, your platform team are well-intentioned, talented individuals. There's a problem with the system here, not with people. Your platform team is doing everything for your delivery teams. They initialize repositories, provision environments, configure microservices, perform live deployments. They do on-call support, all the other stuff that I've forgotten. Sounds good, right? Except this isn't what platform engineering is supposed to be about. It's about accelerating delivery teams and not giving them additional work. When the platform team does everything for you, that's definitely minimizing your unplanned tech work. That's good because the platform team is doing absolutely everything for you. But that's not accelerating delivery teams. Because in this situation, the way that 10, 20, or 50 delivery teams will be interacting with the platform team is through a ticketing system. Maybe Jira or ServiceNow or Trello, doesn't really matter. What matters is you're in ticketing hell. Welcome. Delivery teams are filing tickets to the platform team for all kinds of tasks to be completed every day. And lots of tickets can only mean one thing: lots of queuing. Teams are stuck, lead times are long, and they can't go fast enough to meet business demand. So the value of platform engineering here is low because the platform team won't be able to keep up with demand. The only thing that can happen is lots of painful prioritization conflicts, arguments disguised as meetings, and side of desks, favors for sailors to make sure the deploys happen on time. Delivery teams aren't going to reach daily deploys this way. And while the cost of the platform is low for delivery teams because everything's done for them, obviously the cost for the platform team is astronomical. Every day they're context switching between many different teams, many different microservices, many different task types. Every day a manager could tell them, drop that provisioning ticket when they've half built an environment because another team has thrown a tantrum elsewhere and their deployment has to happen yesterday. And of course, if you also have the power tools problem or the technology anarchy problem, both of which I covered in videos recently on this channel, then your platform team will have to run incredibly fast just to stand still. They're going to burn out. Here's some inadequately anonymized examples. I know a tech lead who was a new starter at a Dutch bank. On their first day, they filed a ticket to the platform team, asking for permission to their team's code repositories. It took 11 weeks for that ticket to be completed. So for 11 weeks, that new starter just sat around trying to pair with people on their laptops, reading books, reading blogs, just feeling a bit unwelcome, a bit unproductive. And their team simply said to them, don't worry, that's how things are at this bank. And I know a delivery manager at an Australian telco. At this particular company, any deploy of any microservice to any environment needs its own ticket. So as you can imagine, that creates a combinatorial explosion as more teams are added, as more microservices are added. Their platform team just drowned in tickets. So deployments didn't happen, teams became completely stuck, and there were lots of prioritization conflicts. The ticketing hell problem happens when you don't optimize for minimal handoffs. Think of a platform backlog as a linear sequence of tasks. There are 3 tasks from 3 teams and a task from the platform team themselves to add a new platform feature. These tasks will take differing amounts of time to complete. The ticket I want is at the back of the queue. I'm told it will take 1 day to complete. That's great. But it takes 6 days to complete. Why is that? Because my lead time starts as soon as I file my ticket to the platform team. Their lead time might start when they pick the ticket up. I have to wait 5 days for my ticket to be actioned while other work is happening for other teams. Now, if you've had your coffee and muffin today, you'll have noticed this problem isn't specific to platform engineering at all. It happens with your ops team, with your DBAs, with your network admins, with your change management team, and many more. This is inevitable. This is what happens whenever engineering leaders allow their functional specialists to intentionally or unintentionally silo themselves away. Don't let this happen. So, you've got a platform team. They started out with a ticketing system when team number 1 came along. Now you're up to team number 20 and you're in ticketing hell. Maybe that guy who kept talking about the Upper West Side pan-fried chicken, maybe he was onto something. So, how do you solve the ticketing hell problem? You make your workflows self-service. You measure the different tasks the platform team has to do, but you measure them in terms of queue time as well as activity time. You prioritize the workflow that was most costly for delivery teams, and then you build a self-service pipeline for the delivery teams to use. After that, you visualize a fully automated audit trail in the platform portal so that teams and their stakeholders can see actions and impacts for themselves. That last step I mentioned, the audit trail in the platform portal, that's super important. That's what gives people trust and confidence in self-service workflows when there's full transparency and people are working in the open. This creates a huge uptick in platform value because delivery teams are unblocked. Their speed, quality, and reliability can all reach new levels of excellence. And there's a lower platform cost for your platform team. Yes, they have to build those self-service workflows, but there's far fewer tickets coming inbound. Their work is more under control, more in their own possession. The next time I'm here, I'll talk some more about platform engineering, but first of all, Dave has to sail back across the Atlantic Ocean from New York City to my house, and when he gets here, that pan-fried chicken had better be warm. Thanks for watching.